let me deviate off of you for a second and ask you a question about this individual. You brought up Bill Belichick. I looked at him and I said to somebody, on one hand, when he was out on the open market and you saw these networks talking about him or whatever, I'm like, why would somebody want to bring him on? Because he never wanted to talk before. So why would he want to talk now? But then I said to myself, wait a minute. Because he never wanted to talk before, now everybody might be interested in what he has to say when he does talk. What mindset do you have when it comes to Bill Belichick being in television?
Well, the difference is they paid him to coach. They didn't pay him to talk. Now they're paying him to talk.
Gotcha.
So he's going to do what he's being paid for.
Right.
And he realized that every time he talked to a coach, the only thing he could do is get you into problems.
Right.
Because the last thing we wanted to do as an athlete was go out there and tell all those players on the other team exactly what our plan was. And if anything, we were going into that battle and we wanted, our game strategy. We didn't want you to know anything. And there's coaches like Andy Reid who are a lot like that. He won't tell you anything. You talk to him, he's not saying anything. He's talking to you in circles. So I think what I appreciated about Coach Belichick as a player was he really told us and gave us the opportunity to make sure that we could put things back on him to say, hey, this is just not what we do as a team. We're not going to get up here, talk about, and try to prove to you guys how smart we are by talking about what our game plan is. At the end of the day, we wanted our focus to be on the game. We were going to let ultimately the result of the game speak for ourselves. Rather than try to win the press conference all the time, try to be liked. Ultimately, we want to go out there and give ourselves the best chance to win because, listen, this is what I did when I was a player. I would get all the clippings from every local reporter that we were going to play. Right. So if we were playing the Jets, I had all the New York papers sending at our football facility all the quotes from all the Jets players over the course of the whole week.
Because?
Well, because they're going to tell you what they're going to do.
Gotcha.
And I think for me, okay, the more information that they were going to give me, I was going to take that information, at least be able to anticipate, go out there and play with confidence as a player that, okay, I got a good idea of what their strategy is going to be to try to stop us. And then that's the cat and mouse game of sports. You're going to tell me what I'm going to do? Great. And now we'll figure those things out within the first quarter or so. But at the same time, if we can go in there with better preparation than them, and part of the preparation was learning from the things that they were saying. Right. Well, that was the best thing you could do.
And I look at Bill Belichick, and listen, everybody knows I love trolling the Dallas Cowboy fans. I just do. I just love it. It just does something for me. It's Christmas. They give me Christmas early every year. Okay, this is what they do. But the thing about it is that, genuinely speaking, I honestly felt that was the one place that would have been perfect for Bill Belichick once you departed. Because my attitude is, all Jerry Jones wants to do is talk to the media. All Bill Belichick wants to do is coach and not talk to the media. It would have been a match made in heaven. I thought they passed an opportunity. When you look at Bill Belichick and his greatness as a coach, coaching you all of those years, do you think the Cowboys missed out on him not being a coach for them? Do you think everybody that could have had an opportunity missed out? What's your thought about teams passing up on hiring him?
I think without a doubt he's the greatest coach to ever coach in the history of the NFL. Okay. And sitting in a meeting room with him for 20 years, there is no coach that I felt more prepared by than Coach Bill Belichick. And I think that's the only thing you can ask for as a player. Once that coach prepares you and they walk you out on the field, that coin flip, then the coach has very little to say on game day. Then it's up to us. And we have to take the things that we've studied, that we practiced over the course of the week. Now we got to go out there and execute it. But what you expect from a player is that when you tell me to do something, when you tell me to count on something, when we design this play, then ultimately when I go out there on the field, I can count on it, I can bank on that is absolutely supposed to happen. Now, sometimes if you're playing another coach that's equally as skilled, they're going to have some counterattacks to your attacks. And you've got to be able to be prepared for those. But I think he prepared us so well. And if I would look at any of these organizations who have any head coaching vacancies, Bill Belichick to me is a no-brainer. Now, he's going to come and he's going to be authoritative. That's right. And he's going to have his own way of doing things, and you got to be okay with that. But when I'm looking at a coach to prepare a team, he's an incredible coach. And I think Mike McCarthy's an incredible coach too. So coach of the Cowboys, he's had 12-win seasons. I know people talk about him all the time, but he's a football guy too. That's all he wants to talk is football, and he's a good fit for that organization as well. So I think that's ultimately what the role of the coach is. The coaches, to me, that are the ones that are giving all the information away, spending more time giving information away to the public than they are to the players, those are the ones that I have a problem with.